Hey, good evening, everyone. I wanted to make one more video before the trading day started on Monday. This is the Technical Analysis Daily Stock Series. This is Eric, your host, and today we're going to talk about Starbucks stock. I'm sure everyone loves the coffee, but what's really going on with the equity? So let's take a look. Well, here's a one-year chart of Starbucks. You can see it's been in a bit of a retracement for the last month and a half or so. Pulling back some. Let's take a look as usual with the moving averages to see if that's going to give us an indication of anything. So the moving averages have moved into more of a bearish signal with the 50-day here in blue being higher than the 20-day in red and the 10-day in green. When those are all in line, especially with the larger averages being higher than the more recent ones, that's definitely a bearish indication. So from this alone, I would say Starbucks appears to be going lower. Now let's widen it out because you don't always get the full picture with the one-year chart. So I like to look at a 5-year, and that's what this is. This is the 5-year history, and it's interesting that we had a dip back in we'll call it June-ish, July area, summer of 2018, and the stock has just been on fire since then. So this is the first true pullback since then, and it's funny, I'm noticing something that I didn't even catch before. So when I throw in the moving averages, this one hasn't completely lined up because, as you can see, the 10 and the 20 day, or the 10 and 20 period, given that each bar here is a week, so the 10 and 20 period are crossing right there, and you would expect, if this was fully bearish, you would expect this 20, the red line, to stay below the 10 period average as well. So next up, I look at the Fibonacci analysis, and what I see interesting here is that we're sitting between this red line here is the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement of the last full move, and next up you have right under it the 38.2%, and I would expect us, if we're going to continue to stay lower, I'm expecting us fully to hit this $80 range for the 38.2%. So that would be a $3 move right there that I'm expecting fully in this stock. The next one that's strong after that is the 50% level, which is that $73.92, almost $74 level. So definitely some lower moves if we continue to move lower. Do I think we'll retrace this 100%? No, not at all. But I do think that the case can be built for a somewhat bearish pattern before we really pull up and exit. So I like to look at the MACD as well. And I find this one, again, mostly irrelevant because when it's giving a cross below the zero line, that typically is an indication of bullish momentum starting. And that's not to say that we couldn't explode up from here, but it is to say that this is truly the only bullish signal I'm interpreting right now. So I'm more in line, more prone really to push away any outliers and really seek what's going on, what else I see with the data. So just in summary, this stock has been heading lower for last month, really almost 2 months. The one-year moving average is in line with the continued move lower, and the Fibonacci is about $3 away from that 38.2% range, and that's going to be around $80.04. The MACD is indicating a possible bullish change in market momentum, so we'll see. I'm going to be watching very closely in case this thing really does head lower. I want to be prepared. And then, there weren't any really strong support and resistance levels to push through. For the most part, it takes a bit more movement in the market before you create support and resistance, and we just aren't seeing that right now. So overall, I'm expecting the stock to go lower. I think it could go down another $3 to $80.04 before it pushes to go back higher, which I think is going to be inevitable. They also are announcing, or have been expected to announce, an increase in their dividend rate too. So Starbucks has a lot of interesting things going. It's obviously a big, important company to our overall economy. So thanks so much for listening tonight. Have an amazing trading week. Make some money. Happy trading.